Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. You're joining me today on A1R Psychic Radio. I'm a manifestor. I am Linda Willow Roberts, and I just want to help you manifest getting the way of life that you want. So that's what we're talking about in this radio show. We're talking about how to manifest what it is that you want. And, you know, Spirit's there with you, partnering with you. And if you could hear them, they would be there saying, I love the effort that you're putting in. Because if you're working towards your highest good, then Spirit is loving the effort that you're putting in to manifest what it is that you need. So remember that we partner with Spirit. So we do our bit, Spirit does their bit, and that's how we manifest. So free will, we need to ask. So what they're saying today, and the message that I got through today was, I love the effort that you're putting in for your highest good. So that's really, really important. So we're also talking today about lightening up, playfulness. And so we'll be taking a couple of callers, and I'll be using my I'm a Manifestor magical oracle cards that are published by a White Light publishing house. So we'll be using them and consulting Spirit psychically. I'm a psychic and I'm a clairvoyant, and we'll be using the cards to help, give you a little bit of information on how to navigate and get through, the little ideas that we have, the little stories that we tell ourselves about what it is that we want to manifest. And so it's not a thing, a person, a place that you manifest from. It's the feeling that you want to have. Because Spirit really wants us to be joyful. And so we need to figure out and be more specific about the feelings that we want to have to be joyful. So then everything else falls into place. It's law of attraction. What you put out there returns to you. What you think, feel, act, say, do, everything comes back to you. So if you're trying to manifest the perfect partner, say, you need to be that person that you want to attract. So your situation, how you feel, how you act, what you think about partnerships and love and self-love and all of those things comes into play. So that's the space that you actually need to come from. You need to start looking at yourself, and we work on ourselves so that we are attracting what we're doing. So some of the first things that we look at when we're trying to manifest is, our blocks and patterns and forgiveness and those sorts of things. Okay, we've got Desiree in California. I think it's Desiree. Are
yes,
you there, Desiree?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you. Did I pronounce it correct? Is it Desiree?
Yeah, it's correct.
Oh, wonderful. So, Desiree, I'm in Tasmania, so there you go. You're in California and I'm in Tasmania. I'm the little Tassie devil over here. So what can I help you with?
I was just calling to get a reading and just whatever information you could give me to kind of...
Yeah. So you're knowing that I'm a manifestor and I'm using my I'm a Manifestor magical oracle cards. So what it is I've built up my spiritual muscle over a 30-year period, and really I work the Spirit. Okay, so it's Spirit coming through. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle of the cards to see what card that we get to help you manifest what it is that you want in your life, or for your highest good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a look. It's for your highest good. That's when we're manifesting. We actually look at, and Spirit looks at what's for your highest good. And the card that I've got that came up for you today is called Letting Go. So what that actually means, Desiree, is, sometimes you want a particular thing, person, and when you're manifesting, you actually need to let it go to Spirit and not hold on so tight to what it is that you want. So on the card, on the top of the card, there's a rope. So you know when you're in a tug of war and two sides are pulling, if one of them lets go, then there's no power to that. Mm-hmm. So what Spirit is saying to you today, and I hope you resonate with this, is that you need to let go and put it up to Spirit. Okay. That the struggle and the struggle of you holding on isn't for your highest good. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So let it go to Spirit. Let go of that tug of war so that you let go of the power of it. Okay. And so when we're letting go and giving something over to Spirit, you can actually say, Spirit, I give you this relationship. Can you please transmute it for my highest good, or this situation? And because Spirit can see everything, they know what is for your highest good and what is the best outcome for you, for your happiness and joy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing. That's where they want you to be, in a place of joyfulness. I feel at this point in time that you're having a bit of a rough time, Desiree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a husband that just went to prison, and we had a beautiful daughter with each other, and he's going to be in there for a couple years, and it's just, this is my first time raising my kid on my own.
Yeah. So that's tough.
It's very tough. I live like two separate lives. I have an older son. He's 6. And so, like, I live two separate lives, and right now it's getting to the point, it's been a couple years, and I've been hearing voices mostly all my life. And I was reading the other day that it might be like gods or something. I don't know.
Well, when you're hearing voices, see, that's very early on. I actually heard voices, and it sometimes takes you back, because you hear this voice and think, you know, I'm sitting in a room by myself, like what's going on? But sometimes it's Spirit trying to get your attention. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they've been trying to get your attention for a little while. And, you know, like I said to you, the card is letting go. So it's letting go the struggle. I don't know, on the card is your hands, and a winged jug is come down with water, and it actually pours over your hands to cleanse everything for you. So that's what Spirit's doing at this moment. They're wanting you, because you've got a free will. You've got your free will. They want you to ask for their help so that they can come in and you can let go, and that they can cleanse everything for you. Do you know, when you've got children and you've got life and you've got things going on, sometimes it feels like that if you let go one of the balls that you're juggling, everything collapses, but it's not going to. But it's not going to. Okay? You won't drop your bundle if you let it go to God. Angels, source, Spirit, universe, whatever words that you want to use, whatever resonates with you. So give it over to Spirit and let go of the struggle, and you'll move forward. They'll do the cleansing for you. And sometimes when in the cleansing and things drop away, but it's because there's something better coming for you, for your highest good. So what I'd like you to do, Desiree, is when you're asking for help, can you put the words in for your highest good? Even if you put for the highest good of me or the highest good of us all. Just use that. So you're actually saying to Spirit, you know, you can see what's going to be for my highest good. Is that okay?
Yeah. Awesome.
And I wish you the best of luck, and I know that you're going to do a wonderful job, and you're a wonderful mum, and I think you're a little bit too hard on yourself.
Thank you. That's definitely true.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling in today.
Thank you. You have a good night.
I will. Thanks, Desiree. Bye. And that's the way it works, you know. It's when you're asking Spirit to help you and you're calling them in, it has to be for your highest good. Now, I know that whoever resonates with what I'm saying will be listening, because that's the way Spirit works. You know, you will listen to what Spirit's saying. So I'm just being the channel, and I'm just bringing out the information. So even though that you may not have got your question answered today on a call, there will be something that I say that will trigger something in you today that you will hear. So these messages are for everybody at this point in time. So don't give up that you didn't get your answer today. It's probably in something that I'm saying. We have another caller, Caroline in Augusta, Georgia. Good evening, Caroline. How are you?
All right. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm all the way over in Tasmania, Australia.
Oh, you're far away.
I am, aren't I? I'm the little Tassie devil over here.
With the kangaroos, huh?
Oh, yes, I know. I don't have them where I'm living now. I don't see kangaroos, but I do have a possum that is liking my garden at the moment.
Oh, I got squirrels.
Oh, have you? I love squirrels. I've seen my first squirrel this year. I went to the UK and I was in Glastonbury, and I actually saw my first ever live out in nature squirrel. So
we have flying
squirrels
and grey squirrels.
Oh, they can be a bit of a pain, can't they? Okay, Carolyn, what's the question now? I'm a manifestor, so what is it that you're wanting help with manifesting today?
I just really wanted a general reading. Whatever you feel the need is drawn for me.
To bring through?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
That's good. So being as I'm a manifestor and being as I work for Spirit, and so they come through me, generally because I'm a theta healer as well, Spirit brings through messages that are for your highest good. So that's where we're coming from. So Caroline, in Augusta, Georgia, we're asking Spirit, because I'm using my I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards that are available at White Light Publishing House. So I'm asking Spirit, what do you need to know to help you navigate and manifest what it is that you need in your life? Okay? Because we're aiming for joy. Joy is what we want in our life the most. So let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do a mum on you. I'm sorry. But this card that came out for you is the Shine card. Okay? So you have these abilities and gifts that you can help people. You have the wisdom, you have knowledge, you have abilities, but you're a little bit frightened of stepping forward and actually letting yourself shine. Do you resonate with that?
Yes, very much.
Right. Oh, see, people that I read for a lot of the time, Carolyn, are people that I need to put my foot in their backsides to help them move forward. We'll put it that way. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Spirit. I love being this. I feel like a bit of a sledgehammer, but anyway, sorry about this. So, you know, you have the abilities. You have it in you. You have the knowledge, you have the gifts, you have the wisdom. Release fear and doubt and stand out there and just shine. Do you know what I call when it is that we shine? This is the best place to manifest from. You know, you feel confident. You know them times that you feel confident, you feel like you're in the flow, you're feeling bigger than life sort of, and I call it my sweet spot. That is the best place to manifest from. And you can actually shine, and the more that you shine and the more that you put out there and help people, that because you can do that, the more Spirit is going to mirror that and bring more of that good energy into you.
Okay.
So it's actually being out there and being able to just, because you really do light up a room. You really do make people happy. You know, if somebody comes to visit you, you make them feel good, don't you?
Yes, I try to. Yes, ma'am. I write poetry, and that's one of my talents that I believe I have, and I don't express it to no one, just maybe one or two people, you know. And people enjoy it when I recite it, you know. So I just won't get out there and let everybody hear it.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying shine. But I don't think that it. Yeah, they are. And I don't think it's just with your poetry. I just think that you have that personality. And I think, yes, okay, that's one aspect of how you get it out there. But I just think that you have the ability to make people feel good.
Okay.
And so use that. Get into that space and acknowledge it in yourself, because you can touch so many people.
Okay.
So when we get to a fearful spot, now, can I just ask you to uncross your arms and your legs so that you're a clear channel and there's no blocks? And okay. I want you to repeat after me. I release fear and doubt.
I release fear and doubt.
Every time you go to do something and that little sneaky little fearful ego comes in, I want you to plant yourself on the ground, make sure nothing's crossed, clear channel to spirit, and I want you to say, I release fear and doubt. And okay. I did that a lot to start off with, because I've been there, you know. I've been, I don't know, played small, I suppose. There was I went on a trip to the UK, and as we studied at Arthur Finlay College, there were 16 of us mediums that went from Australia. And I was on the bus, and I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm a fraud. What am I doing here? Oh my God, I'm a fraud. I shouldn't be here, and I'm not this. You know, so we have that self-doubt in us to play small.
Okay.
And so we've got to let that go. And it comes with knowing and owning that you have the ability to make people feel good. And once you start to actually come from the place of, I'm doing this for me, to I'm helping other people, I'm making other people feel good, they resonate with me, then you take it up a notch, and it just seems that you can just open the doors then, and you're not coming from just yourself. You're actually coming for the highest good of other people.
Okay.
Have you ever looked at it like that?
No, not really.
But you can help people, and that's a lovely thing to do.
Okay.
So even if whatever you do, if you just keep thinking that, you know, even if I help one person, it doesn't matter. And I ask Spirit, because when you're manifesting, you're partnering with Spirit. When I made the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards, I let them, what I did at the end of it, and I wrote the guidebook, and it was all ready, and I got them back, and I laid them all out on the floor, and I let them go. So I said to Spirit, I now let them go. These are not my baby. I let them go. And you give them wings to go to whoever needs them. So whatever you create and whatever you do, you can actually say to Spirit, please take this so that it can go to whoever needs it for their highest good.
Okay.
So I hope that has helped you.
Yes, it did.
Do you have any other questions, Carolyn?
No, I don't have none.
That's good.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And thank you for calling in, and yes, just go and shine.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You know, fear and doubt stops us doing so much. It really is a hard thing to do. It's like we know that we've learnt things, we've had experience, and then we get to a point of actually doing something with it. And I look at it differently this now. Like I used to say, you know, in my head, this self-doubt thing, I used to say, how is this, I'm short, 5'2" woman from Tasmania, like the bottom of the world, so to speak, how am I going to get the message out? How am I going to do what you expect me to do? Because quite a few clairvoyants have told me that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to help people and I'm going to do this and that. And I guess played it small for such a long time because that's how you think and you feel, you know. And I thought, how's this, like, you know, 5'2" woman going to go get out and help people and help them manifest the way of life that they want, you know, Spirit help me, you know, basically. And it was like I released fear and doubt. I had to release a lot of fear and doubt and get rid of a lot of conditioning and old way of thinking. You know, you have the tall poppy syndrome. You have, you know, I was brought up with, you know, I'll knock you down a peg or two. You know, your head's in the clouds. There's lots of different sayings that we were brought up to bring us back down to earth, especially when you're full on confident and happy and ready to engage people. And like I said it before, it's like you hit your sweet spot. You're confident, you're happy. And it's all of a sudden some people, and they're not in my life anymore, tried to knock me down a peg or two to fit me into this box. But we're fifth dimensional now, so that means that we have unconditional love and unlimited thinking, and we don't fit in a box anymore. You know, we do things for other people. We're trying, personally, each of us, light workers, trying to make the earth, humanity, just people in general, lives better. So I had to step out of that fearfulness and doubt, stop doubting myself, and I had to release the blocks and patterns around the conditioning of how I was brought up. And I was brought up by mum and dad like farmers, you know. We were, I'm the youngest of 7. We had an all right life, you know, but it was tough. And so the youngest of 7, I had 8 parents. So I had 6 siblings and mum and dad. So, you know, they knew how to put me in my place. And so I sort of, that was my conditioning. So I had to uncondition and I had to let go those blocks and patterns and those thought processes, because for me to be able to do what I want to do and help people and help them manifest and help them grow and shine like Carolyn, you have to step out of that old conditioning and move forward to thinking, you know, this is going to help people. This is going to help somebody. And so that's what drives me forward. And Carolyn, I hope that's what drives you forward, because when Spirit's saying for you to shine, that means they're wanting you to get out there and share the information, the creativeness, and you as a person, because you'll be able to help people. Spirit doesn't want another me, because I get who resonates with me. Carolyn will get who resonates with her. So when I'm doing workshops, the first thing I'll say in a workshop after I introduce myself and say what it is that we're aiming to get out of the workshop is, please, at the end of the workshop, forget everything that I've said. Because I want people to walk away and let what they learn morph into what it needs to be for them, so that they're actually going out into the world and being who they need to be to find people that resonate with them. So that's what we're about. We're manifesting. We're trying to get people out to help people. We're trying to bring in the unlimited thinking and get rid of the fearful and the doubt. And when you come from thinking about how can I serve, well, what can I do, how can I be of service to humanity, it doesn't matter so much about who I think I am or was. It sort of helps you move forward and just be a part of this new evolving world that we're in, that we can share our love and our kindness and our compassion and help people, you know, get to where they need to be so they can help people. But anyway, I've had a lovely couple of callers. I hope that you've got something out of this. Remember, I'm Linda Willow Roberts. These are the I Am A Manifestor Magical Oracle cards available at whitelightpublishing.com.au. You can catch me on I Am A Manifestor Facebook page. I'm in the Holistic Bliss magazine. You can ask me a question. I have a column there. If you're in Sydney, next weekend I'm speaking at the MBS Festival in Sydney. Love talking to you. Absolutely love helping you open the doors and just think anything's possible. This is Linda Willow Roberts on A1R Psychic Radio, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.